Welcome back to Washington State football here on KUGR Radio, where the Cougars lead 41-10 with 55 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Washington State has possession of the football on their own 34-yard line after the punt. They're going to start on the left hash. 2 wide receivers out right, 1 out left. There's going to be a give to Tiandre Caldwell, who's going to go to the right side and get absolutely nothing. Tackled out there at the 33-yard line, so a gain of nothing for Washington State.
And that was a great play by weak side linebacker Matt Hawley, able to nose through the Cougar offensive line to wrap and prevent Caldwell from getting through the hole.
So Washington State now is facing 2nd and 11 as they did lose a yard on that play. 28 seconds and counting. Ball this time switches from left to right hash. Holiday in the gun, 3 out left, 1 out right. Another give to Caldwell, this time again to the right side, and this time he kind of powers his way through the blockers and makes it out to about the 36-yard line, 36.5-yard line for a gain of about 4 yards.
And Sam linebacker Chad Hansen did a good job of turning that back inside, did a great job on edge containment, and because of that, Caldwell only able to get about 3-4 yard lines out of that run, and that sets up a 3rd and 8 for WSU, and it looks like we have another.
And that's the end of the third quarter as Washington State leads Southern Utah 41-10. We'll bring you the start of the fourth quarter on KUGR Radio here right after the break. All right, welcome back to Cougar football here on KUGR. We're at the start of the fourth quarter where Washington State leads Southern Utah 41-10. And the Cougars, with the change of the quarter, also change field as they are now on the right hash at their own 36-yard line. Halliday out of the gun. He's back to pass. He fires over the middle and a diving catch. Did he hold on to it? Yes, he did. They mark it. Bobby Ratliff with a nice catch over the middle at the 48-yard line.
And that was a great catch by Ratliff, able to slide into the catch, get his arm underneath the ball, and a nice pickup on first down for the Cougs. Down around midfield now is substitutions as the Cougars sub out their wideouts.
Yeah, Gabe Mark is checking out of the game, and Dom Williams is coming back in as he's going to play the outside wide receiver on the right side. 4 wide receivers now for Washington State. 1 tailback in the backfield. Dom Williams now in motion from right to left. Halliday throws a swing pass down to Williams, who gets blown up on a beautiful tackle in the backfield by Southern Utah. That's a loss of about 2 yards.
Miles Killebrew sniffed that one out from the get-go, and he went low on Williams there in order to prevent him from trying to turn upfield, and the Cougars end up losing 2 on the play.
So Washington State now has it on their left hash at the 46-yard line. Connor Halliday is in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers out right. He's got 1 tailback in Caldwell who is left. He's in the gun. He takes the snap, and he's going to drop back, looks to throw. He's going to swing it out to Caldwell. He makes one man miss down the left mark, and he tiptoes his way to the 47-yard. No, they're going to mark him out of bounds before the 50-yard line. I thought he may have tiptoed his way past it to the 47, but he did not make it, and so the officials mark him down for 3rd down at the 49-yard line of Washington State.
And it looks like that was the right call by the officials. It looks like his left foot just caught the edge line. Great effort, though, to stay inside, but that's instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and long for the Cougars. 3rd and 9, but a great effort there by Caldwell to make the first man miss.
So 3rd and 10 now from Washington State on their own 48. Ball in the left half. Trips out right. Halliday takes the snap, fires over the middle, and he has his man, and it's caught in the middle of the field by River Craycraft as he gets to about the 30-yard line of Southern Utah.
And a great route over the middle by River Craycraft. All this offseason, they were talking about how crisp his routes were, and that was just a perfect little post route. And he sits down in the middle of a 3-deep zone for the long pickup and sets up the Cougars deep in Thunderbird territory.
The true freshman with his 5th reception on the play, as now Washington State has 3 receivers, 2 tailbacks. Halliday, of course, in the shotgun. Halliday ready and takes the snap. Looks right, and he's going to fire right, and he has Gabe Marks. He dives, can't get it, and it's knocked away. Great defensive play by Southern Utah on a ball that may have just been a tad overthrown.
And that was a good effort by Marks to get to that ball. He did have to really reach out. Halliday maybe a little late on the throw, and a little dangerous, too, as there was a receiver just beyond Marks. Marks at least able to tip it away from the defender as well. Good effort, but just couldn't quite connect on that play.
So with 13:01 left, Washington State has it at the 30, facing 2nd and 10. Halliday, 2 wide receivers out right, 2 out left. Caldwell in the backfield. Halliday takes the snap. He's going to throw it to Caldwell, and it's just an errant throw, really, as it was nowhere near Caldwell as he barely got his hand on it. We're going to go to 3rd and 10 now.
and Caldwell just wasn't quite ready for the pass. It was a called screen, so the offensive line was moving downfield, but Caldwell hadn't quite gotten set in his spot yet, but Halliday had to throw it, otherwise, risk his life there as the Southern Utah defensive line was coming after him. Smart to throw it low, so if it was incomplete, no chance for the defense.
This time, Connor Halliday has 3 receivers out right, 1 out left, and a tailback. Halliday in the gun, takes the snap, a quick throw out to the left side, and it's caught inside the 25-yard line to the 24-yard line by Isaiah Myers. Not enough for the first down, though. And so Washington State, the offense is still out on the field. We'll see if Leach decides to go for it.
And I don't know if there's a little bit of gamesmanship from Leach. I don't really like it when you're up 31 to go for it on fourth and 4 when you're inside the 25-yard line and you're already in a blowout. You still have your starters in. I think Leach really wants to get the offense going, though. I guess we'll see what happens.
Halliday takes the snap on this 4th down play out of the gun. He looks right, fires right, has Gabe Marks across the middle. He's got one man to beat, can't get him, and the man is tackled. And Gabe Marks is knocked down at about the 6-yard line, but the Cougars convert on 4th and 4.
And it was a great route there by Gabe Marks, settled down. The defender kept running a little bit, and then Gabe Marks able to get towards the middle of the field. Just outstanding play there on 4th down. Halliday very patient in the pocket. So now Cougars rewarded with 1st and goal from their own 7, or from their 7-yard line.
1st and goal from the 7-yard line for Washington State. 2 receivers out right, 2 out left. Caldwell in the backfield with Halliday. Halliday takes the snap. He's going to give it to Caldwell. He spins to his right, breaks 1 tackle, cuts back inside, and dives forward to about the 3.5-yard line for a gain of about 3 yards for Teandre Caldwell.
Caldwell looks like he was dancing out there, kind of moving to his right, spins again, and somehow managed to stay on his feet and pick up a few yards.
Yeah, productive rush there by Caldwell, despite the dancing, yes. As Halliday again in the ace formation for Washington State. Caldwell again with Halliday in the backfield. Halliday in the gun, barks something at his offensive line. He's ready. And there's the snap from Washington State. He looks left, throws a fade route back deep into the end zone where it's caught out there by Vince Melee. Touchdown, Washington State.
And that's Vince Melee's first touchdown as a Cougar, the highly touted guy out of the L.A. area, recruited by West Virginia as well, wanted to come play in Mike Leach's air raid offense. Played well in the preseason, ends up getting demoted just because he had a tendency with drops, but a strong, physical, big receiver, and you can see him there just out-muscling the defender and getting under the ball. Congrats, first touchdown as a Coug for Vince Melee, and the Cougars have opened up a huge lead.
They now lead at 47-10, probably 48-10 after Fernie's extra point kick with just 11:07 left to play. As Fernie is going to go ahead and deliver his kick and put it right through the uprights as Washington State now leads 48-10. But again, it dates back to that 4th and 4 call where they decided to go for it in a game that, well, frankly, it's completely out of hand.
And you would have been up 43-10 anyway, or 44-10. No,
44-10.
Yeah, 44-10. So it's unnecessary, but I guess Mike Leach really wants to try to get his offense rolling, and this is a good opportunity for them to do so. And, last year, even when WC was up big, they had a tendency to let up and let teams back into the game, and Mike Leach is not taking his foot off the accelerator tonight. Now that the Cougars have a 38-point lead with 11 minutes left, I imagine we'll see the backups. I think Leach wanted to just let them finish out that drive. Leach wanted to see if they could convert on 4th down maybe. I'm not a huge fan of running up the score, but Mike Leach, the offense knows no lower gear.
Yeah, exactly. In the Mike Leach's system, there is no such thing as slow. There's no such thing as conservative. So you got to think that was what was going through his mind. And even though the score is what it is, in Leach's system, there is no letting up. So with that being said, Washington State leads Southern Utah 48-10 with just 11:07 left to play here in the 4th quarter. You're listening to Cougar Football here on KUGR.